All right, I got my floor shifter here that what I'm gonna do basically is I'm gonna get a new handle here, shift handle, and I got to replace this neutral safety switch here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this all apart, and I'm going to go ahead and media blast this, get it all cleaned up. I also have a detent plate that I'm going to replace this with, and I'll talk to you guys about that when I get to that portion. But it's called a true slap. It's pretty neat. So just wanted to show you this, and now I need to get it off to media blasting. All right, so I got everything taken apart here. I just need to get on this thing and start media blasting. All right, I just got the windshield wiper assembly back. Went to my good friend Ray's house and media blasted it. Came out pretty good. Very nice, actually. It beats having to pay for a new one. So I'm very happy with that. I also took apart the shifter and media blasted that and all the parts. And I do have a new detent plate that I'm going to be installing when I reassemble everything. But just wanted to show you guys. I'm going to get this thing cleaned up with acetone and throw some paint on these. Hey everybody, thank you for watching Weekend Garage Show. Today, what I'm going to be working on is I'm going to be putting together my floor shifter. As I had mentioned, I went to my buddy Ray's house. We got it all media blasted. I got it all painted. Everything's good to go here. So now I just need to reassemble this. So the shifter that came on it, the original shifter, you can see here, it's in pretty rough shape. I mean, it's probably okay for just like a regular daily driver or something, but not for my build. So I went ahead and picked up the new one from OPG. Let me get it here. And I also picked up some jute insulation for the floor as well. So I'm going to need to be getting the jute installed. Now, from what I understand, the new aftermarket carpets come with jute or with the real thick pad on them already. I guess this jute is only 1/4 inch thick, so I'm not worried about it. For me, it's just going to be extra insulation, and it's going to help with get the heat away from the floor of the vehicle. So here's a new horseshoe shifter for 6872 Chevelle El Camino Monte Carlo. There's a part number for you guys to look at. I'll be opening it up soon so you guys can see it. But another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is I took the detent plate off of this, and I'm just going to save it. But I did buy it ahead of time. I picked up a true slap detent plate. Now with the true slap, basically, this is from DPJ Fabricating LLC, and with this true slap plate, basically it just goes in place of the original detent plate, and what it allows you to do basically is just bang through the gears, and without having to pull up on the horseshoe if you're street racing or something, put it in first, second, drive. This with the true slap, you can literally just bump it up. So here's some more information about the true slap plate. Here's here's a card here. So if any of you want to reach out and order one of these, one of my friends already had picked one up and he's loving it. So I can't wait to get it going. Yeah, pretty cool. So as you can see, basically in the package, it comes with the necessary bolts and everything for it to just thread in. It looks like this detent plate is threaded, so you just run a bolt in, which is cool. The detent plate that came originally on the shifter, one of them has a rivet actually on it. So I had to grind the rivet off here, so I didn't do too much damage to the plate. You can see some of the paint came off. Not a big deal. It's primered just because I'm just going to save it just to save it. But this pretty much in this package looks like it has everything that you're going to need. Let me open up the paperwork because it does come with some instructions. Yeah, so this is some instructions right here basically. Now I did pick this up a few years ago. So, you know, things may have changed as far as paperwork and stuff, but it's definitely a pretty cool product, and I'm really looking forward to getting this thing installed. And yep, you can see it right up close here. It's etched in there, DPJ Fabricating LLC. So before I get my horseshoe shifter all put together, I needed to wait for my neutral safety switch. So it just came in, thankfully. And I want to show you guys basically just the part number, because they're not easy to find. Like I looked at like AutoZone and O'Reilly's and things like that, and I could not find it. I looked at Napa, couldn't see it on find it at Napa. So I ended up picking it up at the parts place. They're the only ones that I could find that had it. So let me show you guys. So basically, this is the one right here that came out, that I took out, and it probably works. This is the Delco Remy part here. But again, this car, we're basically building a brand new car here. So for the most part. So that's why I wanted to replace it. It probably works. It's just a simple switch, right? But here is the part number. This way you can see if you need to get the neutral safety switch, because there's the one that you'll see basically is for a column shift. It's kind of hard to find the one made for the horseshoe shifter. So that's why, of course, I had to go to the parts place to pick it up. So, yep, I'm going to compare it real quick. Just look at it. Should be the same, because for the most part, the parts place, their stuff is pretty accurate. So you got to basically look at these connector pins here to tell the difference. And this is the original one here. It's the brand new one. Everything all looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and get the horseshoe shifter put together. All right, so I had already taken some pictures of my shifter before I took it apart and media blasted it. So as I had mentioned before, this is the original detent plate that I had, went ahead and media blasted, primed it, and painted it. And I'm just going to put this away later. But basically, by looking at my pictures, this goes in from behind like this, and there was a rivet here before that I ground off. That's how I got this little etch right here, and then the screw, or the bolt I should say, comes in on this side. So here's a detent plate right here from DPJ Fabricating, and I lined everything up so I can see this first notch. This is where it needs to go, like this, right? So the kit comes with the necessary bolt to go ahead and bolts together, and it has a lock washer, it looks like, that came with it as well. So this, where I'm putting in here, this is basically going in place where the rivet was. And it looks like there's some adjustment here on this side. So this is kind of detail instructions explaining some things as well. So I'm going to be basically reading these and getting this put together. It talked about leaving this loose for a minute, I'm assuming the adjuster bolt. I got to read it again. So I'm just basically getting this all mocked up, and I'll get the rest of the shifter put together. I may need to wait until I install it in the car and get the cable hooked up and all that before I can really get the adjusting going on. So let me get this horseshoe shifter open here so we can take a look and see what the reproduction looks like. Look at that. Looks really nice. Very, very nice piece here. Compared to the factory, looks the same to me. Looks really good. So I'm going to get this thing put on. All right, here's a close-up of the shifter. Got everything put together. Again, for the detent plate, I have it kind of loose because you got to adjust it. So everything's mocked up there. I want you guys all just to see. Here's a close-up up close. I got the new neutral safety switch installed. Everything looks really good. Just turn it around here for you all. Really turned out nice. I'm very happy with the way everything turned out on this floor shifter. Now I gotta install it. But before I do that, I wanted to show you all the exploded diagram of the floor shifter. All right, so here's an exploded diagram of the floor shifter so you can see basically how everything comes together. You know, I had to double check it to make sure that I had all the right washers and lock washers in place. So this can be found in the service manual. All right, so right here I have a few of the floor shifter screws from taking it apart, but missing. It looks like I'm missing one. But I do have this screw kit that I picked up from AMK Products. So this pretty much has everything I'm going to need for the console installation. Of course, right now I'm just installing the floor shifter, but I just wanted to show you all. So if you're missing screws or anything like that, AMK has some pretty good resources. Now, I picked this up a couple of years ago actually, but this is the shift cable for the floor shifter, for the horseshoe shifter. So I need to get this installed. There's the part number right there. But I need to get this installed. All right, so I got the floor shifter installed, and as you can see, I got the jute basically just laying in there. I'm not gonna glue it down yet, but it's just laying in there right now. It took me a minute to figure out how it goes. Plus, the carpet that I'm gonna order too is gonna have a little bit of padding on it too, so that'll help along with the Dynamat. But for the back here, there's nothing. Notice that. So you see that roll of jute there, that was in the trunk of the car when I got it, along with a bunch of other junk. So I'm gonna cut that in pieces and just lay it along the floor in the back below the seat, because you know the mufflers are down there. So I wanna do whatever I can just to help insulate the noise and just really keep things quiet down here. So as I mentioned, I haven't glued this down yet because I'm missing for the back seat here. You see there's a stud. I'm sorry. So for the seat here, there's a stud here, but I'm missing the one that goes on the other side. So obviously we got one here, one there, and on the other side too, there's a stud missing. So I got to get those studs installed. Then I gotta basically cut a hole for these wires to come up as well, because I want the wires basically to be in between the jute and the carpet. And this is gonna be under the seat anyway, so it's not gonna really make that big of a difference, not big of a deal. But yeah, the shifter went in pretty good, looks good. I got the wiring all tucked in under there as well. for the neutral safety switch, and I also had to, I forgot I had to incorporate this wire here to the dash light harness that needs to go for the floor shifter light as well. I do need this little retainer here for the cable, so for the transmission cable, so I don't have one, so I gotta find one. But other than that, it's coming together. All right, so I got the windshield wiper mechanism installed there. Everything's looking good. I've just got it sitting here until I get the motor installed. That's another deal. I got to figure out the wiring for that since it's aftermarket. But it turned out pretty good. I like that it's black. You know, this is the other bar down here, so it's gonna, again, conceal it. The aftermarket ones, I think, were like an aluminum color. So it's cool to have something that's black that's just gonna kind of blend in down there. So everything good on that front, and I'm gonna jump on the next step.